If you've tried making sugar wax before and it came out way too hard, way too runny, or literally turned into candy, this tutorial is for you. For this recipe, you're going to need half a cup of sugar, half of a lemon, and 2 tablespoons of water. I'm cooking this on medium heat, and I'm also using a light colored pan so I can see exactly when the sugar color starts to change. Make sure to keep stirring as your sugar wax is bubbling and cooking just to avoid burning it. And after about 13 or so minutes, it's going to turn into this beautiful golden amber color. Once it gets to this color though, take it off the heat, move it to a different burner, and allow it to cool. As it's cooling, I'm preparing my container that it's gonna go in. I'm adding a little bit of coconut oil and I'm smearing it around in there so that way the sugar wax doesn't stick directly to it. And I also need a little cup of water. And this is so that you don't burn your hands. You have to be really careful here because melted sugar can cause serious burns. Do not try and touch it or test it with your fingers while it's still hot. As it's cooling down, it's gonna get a lot thicker, and you want it to be thick enough to kind of wrap around your spoon and then eventually roll into your hand. This did take about another 12 to 15 minutes, but as it cools, you'll notice it getting thicker and getting more wax-like. Once it's cool enough, it's time to get it into a ball. I'm wrapping the wax around my spoon to kind of gather it up. And this is a lot easier for me when the batch is smaller. If you're using large batches of sugar wax, this is gonna be a little bit more difficult. So I'm wrapping it around my spoon and I'm dipping my hands in that water to help avoid burning my hands. It's gonna create like a barrier in between your skin and the wax. And just make sure not to hold it for too long. You kind of want to play hot potato with it a little bit. So I'm taking it off my spoon and I'm rolling it into my hands and I'm kind of just like playing hot potato, okay? I'm rolling it around, I'm molding it together. This is the perfect consistency that you want your sugar wax to be. And just a rule, if your wax is way too soft and sticky, you may not have cooked it long enough. And if your wax is extremely hard and you can barely scoop it out, you probably cooked it for too long. I'm not gonna lie to you, making your own sugar wax does take practice, and even I did not get it right on the first or second or third try, so it definitely takes practice. And if you have any questions about the process of making your sugar wax, leave them down below. All right, here is where it gets real. So I'm using baby powder. Baby powder is gonna absorb any excess moisture or oil you have on your skin. And if you don't use baby powder or cornstarch or flour, it's just gonna roll off your skin and not grip the hair. Hold your skin taut so you can get into all the creases. You wanna apply it going against the direction of your hair, but low-key, I don't really know which way my armpit hair grows. It kind of grows in every way, but I just apply it going towards my face, let it sit for a sec, and then rip it off. Usually I don't get all the hair off in the first go, and I do have to go back in and apply a little bit more baby powder and kind of go at it until there's no more hair left. Now, if you're someone who prefers to use a cloth, you can definitely do that as well. You can apply your sugar wax like how you did the first time, and then apply a cloth strip on top, and you want to rub it so that the sugar wax sticks to it, and then you rip it off in the same fashion, just like that. I prefer to not use the cloth just because the sugar wax itself isn't that hard to rip off, and if you use the cloth, you're gonna have a hard time separating the sugar wax from the cloth, so I just like to skip the cloth altogether and just use my ball of sugar wax. After doing both of my pits, my wax kind of got a little hard, and this is when you go to the microwave. So you want to put your wax in the microwave and reheat it for 5 seconds at a time. I'm serious, 5 seconds. You don't want to melt your sugar wax all over again, you just want it to get a little bit softer. Okay, babes, TMI, but if you're doing a Brazilian, use a mirror, use your baby powder, hold your skin taut, apply the wax going against the direction of your hair, let it sit for a sec, and then let it rip. This is also the same ball of sugar wax, so it usually lasts me a good amount of time. I'm able to do my armpits and my Brazilian, or my armpits and my legs. You know, after a while, the wax will start to get very, look at my face. After a while, the wax will start to get very sticky and like this opaque color. That's kind of how you know it's cooked. It's done. After waxing, I follow up with my aftercare routine. I'm using some hypochlorous acid spray, and I'm just spraying that on my pits and, you know, on my girl down there. Just the top part though, just the front, you know, where I sugar waxed. And I also like to go in with some tweezers just to get any random stray hairs that, and yeah, I'm human, so sometimes I miss a couple hairs. And I also follow up with some unscented lotion just to moisturize and make sure that my skin is soothed. And here is the final result. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Make sure you're subscribed to see more DIY beauty videos.